What's up?
Hey, Ken, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Listen, I just want to jump on before the class starts. Or if I don't know who else is joining, but I hurt my back over the weekends, and I think I pulled it a little bit, like my lower left back. But I definitely wanted to try and do some kind of workout today. But I just wanted to know, what are you doing? Will it be a lot of back work?
This is actually a perfect one for you.
It is.
So a lot of stuff that we're gonna go over has to do with the hip complex. So it's gonna
Okay.
do a lot with you can do it as rehab stuff as well for your back and stuff. So we're
Okay.
gonna do a lot of things that's gonna emphasize on the glutes, because the glutes is one of the good supporters of that spine. Right? You said your
Okay.
lower back, right?
Yeah, it's my lower left back, above my one of the bones, and I think I know it's because I haven't been working out as much. Maybe I haven't been doing a lot of core work, that whole thing. So I'm this is so annoying, but I was I just wanted to jump on. So you think I'll be able to do it? Okay, cool. I'll stay then.
And another thing too is that when we're not as active, and then all of a sudden we go from 0 to 10 to these workouts, we're just at a higher risk for injury because we're so used to not doing much, and then we're like, oh, I got to work out, and then you kill yourself, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, that was a bad idea.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's so true. I mean, I feel I was in such a good rhythm with workouts at Society the last few months, and then this happened. So anyway, I'm going to give it a go, and I'll just get set up here. Awesome. Thank you. Hey, Jen.
Hey.
Morning.
Actually, do you have a softball, or not softball, but tennis ball?
I think we do. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have you do a release real quick.
Okay. Let me grab it.
We can all do this, actually. All right. Holly, take a hike. Go. Over here. Go. All right. Got a tennis ball. All right. So this is going to involve us being on the ground. Okay, so we're going to do a quick, it's going to be called a QL release, all right? So you have your rib cage right here, the bottom of your rib cage, then you have your spine, right? And then you have your hip bone, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to go right into the meaty part right here close to that spine. I'm going to take this ball, and we're just going to lay our body on it, just like that, to where the muscle part. All right, so we don't want to go necessarily on any type of bone. But what you're going to do is when you go to lay on that spot, you're going to take I'm doing my right side right now, so I'm going to take my right leg, and I'm going to kind of drift my right leg to that direction and kind of let my hips sink into that ball. It's going to give it a nice little myofascial release on that side. And if you need to, you can move it around a little bit. Whatever spot is really tight and sensitive, that's the spot you want to be on, okay? So if you need to shift it around just a little bit and you're like, ooh, that's just a nice little tender spot, just hold it right there. We're gonna hold this for 30 seconds, and I'll tell you when to switch. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the other side. Again, you're going to go to that, it's like the box. So you're going to go right into that meaty part of that box on your backside, the oblique. So you find a nice tender little spot. You're just going to stay right there. All right, good deal. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go right into child's pose. So you're going to have both your hands face each other. You're going to reach out like this. You're going to tuck your chin to your chest. and he's gonna come back. And then now we're gonna posture up into a cobra. All right. So you're gonna lay down like this, and you're gonna have your hands actually more in front of your body. So when you go to press up, you're not killing yourself, because the further back your hands are, the more torque you're gonna get on that spine. We're gonna start real easy, having it right here. You're just gonna come up. There you go, just like that, and then you can allow your chin to kind of drop down, and it'll give you a little bit of a different stretch in the neck and the back area. You let your body melt back down. And we're just going to do this one more time, okay? So we're going to go right to the child's pose. And we're going to transition right back to that cobra. Hands right here. Thumb up. There you go. Look down too. All right, so we're gonna pop back up. So we're gonna do our little traditional warm up. We're gonna start off with that squat. Like I said, if you do feel like anything in that back area, just let me know. All right.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is just regular squats to start off. So again, nice and easy. We're not gonna go real fast. We're just gonna work on range of motion. Come down nice and slow. All right, we're gonna set up to that lateral lunge, going to one side. We go nice and slow, supporting our body with that hand. And we're gonna really get a stretch within that groin area too, and part of our thigh. All right, we're gonna do sweeps real quick. You're gonna have that leg straight. It's gonna stretch down. You're gonna alternate. And if it feels too much on your back, instead of doing that little scooping motion, you can slide your hand down for support. So from right here, I'm gonna slide my hand down. Slide it on down. And if you really need to, you can climb it back up. Slide down, climb back up. But if you can do this, just do this. Good deal. We're going to do a couple arm circles forward. All right, arm circles backwards. I'm actually going to have you swing up like this. Your arms are going to swing up. This is what we're going to do. So I was just telling Jamie that today we're gonna do more of like a I want to say it's like yoga. Well, it kind of is yoga-ish, but it has a lot to do with like also being aware of your body, moving your body. So we're gonna do a lot of like butt stuff. All right.
Okay.
glutes are super important, especially when it comes to sports. So it's just not all about the look, you know what I'm saying? So, so how we're gonna do this is we're gonna start off with a bridge, and then we're gonna do single bridges. So the main thing I want you to pay attention to is whenever you do a bridge, okay, you have to set your pelvis in what's called posterior tilt. Okay, and I'll show you real quick. So when I'm in this position like this, right, and if my back is not touching the ground and it's slightly arched like that, right, and I go to bridge up, I'm more likely going to activate my rectus spinae, which is my muscle in my back, and I'm going to get some back discomfort, okay? And I'm not going to get as much of my glutes because I'm having this muscle assist, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pelvis, and I'm going to rotate my pelvis, okay? So I'm going to push the small of my back into the ground. When I do that, and I go into posterior tilt, now my glutes are geared to work 100% of effort and not so much on my lower back, okay? So we're going to tilt our pelvis, and then what we're going to do is as we come up, we're going to continue to tilt our pelvis forward like this, and we're going to squeeze our glutes by driving our heels to the ground, and we're going to abduct out, okay? So we're going to do that for 45 seconds, okay? After that 45 seconds, 15-second break, and then we're going to try to go with one leg coming up like that, okay? And then after that, we're going to do the other side, and then we're going to repeat. All right?
Fantastic. Let me get my mat.
All right.
And move you down here. All right.
Yep.
That's fantastic. And I'll mute you so I don't keep.
There you go.
I'll mute myself too.
All right. All right. We're going to start in 10 seconds. Up to you. You guys can hear it.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Remember, we're going to set our body up by doing that posterior tilt. You're going to come up. You're going to squeeze the glutes. And honestly, I would do it for at least like 3 seconds. And you're going to hold up. And you're going to continue to tilt your pelvis. Squeeze your butt. You want your outer portion of your heel. That's where you want to have most of the weight on your foot, outer portion of the heel.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right. So we're going to rest it up for a second, and then we're going to go on the either the right or left side. We'll start with the right side. We'll do that real quick.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Come up, hold for that split second, and back down. Remember, how many you do on this one side, you want to do on the other side. You don't want a lopsided butt.
3, 2, 1, rest.
And relax. And if you want, you can do a piriformis stretch by folding that leg over and grab right here and you can stretch for like a split second.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, we can go on the other side now.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Do the same thing with that stretch if you want on the other side. Pull in nice and gently.
3, 2.
All right, we're gonna go with both again.
Go.
Okay. Like I said, really concentrate on posterior tail, pushing the small of your back down towards the ground.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Next, you can also do a double knee to chest stretch too. You can grab your knees and pull in just a little bit. That'll also help stretch out the back if it gets tight.
3, 2, 1. Go.
All right, go with that right side.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Other side.
Three, 2, 1. Rest.
All right. So we're actually gonna switch it up on this one. All right. So on this one, we're gonna do a glute raise with the left and right. So the glute raise, we're gonna stay on all fours. Gotta adjust my timer real quick. 4. And I'm gonna go with only a 10-second break on this one. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. So we're gonna do 2 sets of this. We're gonna be in our hands and knees. We're gonna have that foot straight out, and we're just gonna do that glute raise. We're gonna squeeze, spread our butt. Okay. So again, with the count, try to keep the count the same on both sides. Okay, within that 45 seconds. All right. So we're gonna do 2 sets.
3, 2, 1. Go. 3, 2, rest.
Right. Step up on the other side.
3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, rest. 3, 2,
Other
1,
side.
go. 3, 2, 1, rest.
Gonna be the last one of this.
3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, rest.
All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do was we're gonna abduct in that position. So I think the slang name for this one is fire hydrant. Right? Just think of like a dog. So we're gonna do the same thing, okay, with this repetitions. Try to keep it the same on each side. All right, so 45 seconds, 2 sets.
3, 2, 1, go.
Really try to squeeze, get that nice and high. And another thing you want to try to pay attention to when you go lift up, you may have a tendency to want to do this, okay? That's a sign of weakness within that glute complex, okay? So we're going to try to keep that knee up, okay? So the knee should slightly try to be past the foot so we can properly activate the glutes. Always think, lead with the knee. There you go. Slow and control. Lead with that knee.
3, 2, 1, rest.
Woo! My booty on fire. All right, other side.
3, 2, 1, go. rest.
Woo. All right. Gonna be our last
3,
round.
2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, rest.
All right,
3,
last one.
2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, rest.
Woo. All right. Oh, good golly.
Well, that was fun.
All right. So I'm gonna have you stretch out real quick. Grab here, pull in.
Oh,
Hey.
I think I'm starting to feel the legs Saturday from the workout on Saturday too. So
Go ahead. I'm gonna switch on the other side. We're gonna do one more round of this, and then we're gonna be done for today. All right. So, are you ladies familiar with a Turkish get-up? You know what that is?
Yep.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're not gonna do a Turkish get-up, really.
Thank God.
We're gonna cut it a quarter of the motion, okay? And it's actually a really beneficial exercise to do. All right. So I'm gonna have my left hand behind me. I'm gonna have my right knee up like this, okay? And I'm gonna have my right arm in my side like that, okay? So when I go to do this movement, I'm gonna extend my hip up from this motion like that. I'm driving this knee, or I should say this foot, down into the ground, doing my heel drive, okay? So I'm in this position right here. I'm gonna come up, I'm gonna squeeze. So this knee is gonna go out this way on my one foot. It's okay that I rotate a little bit out and I'm gonna be on my heel on that foot. So I'm gonna be in this position. I'm gonna come up just like that, okay? The idea is that that right foot or that right leg, that glute is going to fire. So I'm worried about that glute, okay? So I'm going to be, again, right here. I'm going to extend up. I'm going to reach up with that arm. I'm going to hold here for about 2 seconds. Then I'm going to come right back down, okay? So I'm going to do both sides. All right, ready? Starting off with the right.
3, 2, 1, go.
You want to breathe out when you go to come up. Breathe out. Squeeze your butt. Have that knee kind of come out. All right. So again, come up. Breathe out. Squeeze your butt. It's just a very slow, controlled movement you gotta do. Remember, you keep counting. think I did 6 on that side, so I'm going to do 6 on the other side.
3, 2,
All right, ready?
1, go.
Slow and controlled, good quality reps. Squeeze your butt. Up.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right, going with the other side.
My shoulders too. Is that normal?
Say it again.
I feel that like in my shoulders and my back a little bit too. Is that kind of normal?
Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
That's supporting your body. So honestly, it is going to be a full body exercise, but I want you to concentrate on glutes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing it again. Got another set. Another set, another set. Yeah. That'll be our last round.
Three, two, one, rest.
All right, other side. This is it. We'll do a couple of stretches at the end, and then we're going to be done, okay?
1, go.
Remember, try to keep those hips up if you can. Hips up if you can.
Three, two, one, rest.
All right, good job. Okay, so we're going to do this stretch real quick. All right, so we're going to have our knees in our chest. We're going to hold that. Now you're going to have your feet to the ground. All right, you're going to fold both knees over very gently, and you're going to reach over the other side, and you're going to look in that direction. And then you're going to rotate over the other side and guide your hand with that knee. Good deal. Do a couple cat-cows and we're done. All right. So right here, you're going to sink your spine down towards the ground. Stick the butt out. Yep, looking up. And then when you go to arch your back, you're going to push into the ground and you're going to have your chin to your chest. Push into the ground. And then you're going to go right back to butt out, sink the spine. Yep, look up. You're going to arch the back, push into the ground. Let's try one more, okay? Up. Push into the ground. Alrighty.
All right.
Good.
Thank
All
you.
right,
Thank you so
Guys,
much.
No
see you
problem.
Wednesday.
See ya. Hope your back feels
Bye,
better.
guys. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Thank you. I appreciate that.